Hey, Mufasi here. This is a clip from our full podcast. Go check out the full episodes. You can watch them more on our YouTube or go listen to them on Spotify. Mercedes Mone and Hikaru Shida. I liked it better than All In.
Yeah, I will agree with
that. I liked it better than All In, but still.
But it was a low point.
Yeah,
this was the low point of the pay-per-view for me.
It was, which sucks.
It does suck because that's your highest paid star allegedly.
Yeah.
I will say, Gil Kloutmar was there with me, and he remembered Shida. He was like, "Hey, wasn't it the girl who was like champion there for like a year?" And I was like, "Yeah, let's go."
Yeah.
I love Shida, but this match just it did nothing for me, and I cannot figure out what it is.
Yeah, I think it's just Mercedes' character. I like
who had the TBS before her?
Before Mercedes? She got it from Willow.
Willow, and then Julia Hart before that.
Yeah.
I'd say, in my opinion, I think Julia Hart was like the last good TBS champion.
Yeah.
I don't know. Which is interesting too, because the Willow Mercedes match was like so huge.
Yeah.
That was such a huge rivalry, but I think just like a lot of people aren't behind Mercedes, and it's not even like she's a heel, so they're not supposed to be behind her, but like they're just like not.
Something is not clicking.
What is it?
I don't know.
We need to crack this code. Is it Camille? Do we need Camille to get in there? I think we do. I think we need to get Camille in there. And
I'm next TBS champion. Take it from Mercedes. Yeah, I don't know what it is, but I do think it's her character, because her promo's the same all the time. I'm Mercedes Mone. You don't mess with Mone. I'm the CEO. I'm rich, and you guys hate me. Ha ha ha.
It's almost like she's like Tony Khan in a way, in the way that she talks. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like when you watch interviews or listen to Tony Khan interviews, he almost never answers the question.
Right.
And instead will just resort to like self promo.
Well, did you see what he said at the All Out show? Like, someone asked him about Britt Baker, and he was like, AEW All In was great. AEW All Out was a great show. Britt Baker, so many things coming up, and we're just gonna have to see where she is. Like,
I know we joke about Trump a lot, but like it's very Trump-esque. Like when he used to be like on Twitter.
Yeah.
Or, the early days of Trump on Twitter. But like it's just very like, look at this, da 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 da. Or like when he would like shit talk Vince or like shit talk somebody, and then he'd be like, Dynamite tonight, 8/7 Central, after just like dropping a bomb.
Yeah.
I feel like Mercedes is in the same way, like very copy and paste. Like I don't want to say it's no originality because that's her character, but like within her character, there's no originality. It's just the same thing over and over again. And then even like we've pointed out before, like in the press conferences or like in interviews that are like outside of like she's got her kayfabe voice. Like something about the cadence I think is just like annoying to me. And I don't know if that's a personal thing or if that's like a widely shared opinion, but like I am personally just like not into it, and it's a shame because I've always loved her as a wrestler, but I also think like her wrestling hasn't been like incredible.
Yeah, there's nothing that's been like holy fucking shit, like when I think of Mercedes, to be fair, I haven't seen any of her New Japan stuff, so that's partially on me.
Yeah,
but like when she was in WWE, I immediately think of how good her and Bianca was at WrestleMania, right?
Incredible match. And
not even just because of, number one, the historical significance behind it, but number two, like, just their in-ring work together was so good in that match. And then I think of You know, because when I started watching wrestling again, she was 2 belt banks. She had both, and I did not hate her at all, and I was always entertained by her matches when I was watching. I even liked her when she was in the tag team with Naomi, but we know how that went. But the matches they put on together were solid, and I think that's still the last time that the tag belts felt significant in any way. But her in-ring work in AEW has just been like, whatever.
And I don't think that's anyone's fault.
No. And it's certainly not like the All-In match. It's certainly not her fault. I feel like she was trying to do a bunch of shit, and Britt Baker just, their chemistry did not work at all.
Yeah.
And this, I feel like it should have worked. And it did to a degree, certainly better than All In, but it just nothing crazy, you know?
Yeah, it wasn't again, low point. I hope we can come back from it, but I'm really just like have her drop the title to someone new, someone fresh. You could do Chris Statlander at this point. I thought that match, by the way, the Chris Statlander match, I thought that was for the CMLL world title.
Yeah, no, it was just a blood feud.
I mean, I like that. TBS, her going for TBS.
You could have her use the momentum. Use the momentum from beating Willow to use that to be like, hey, I want a TBS title match.
Win or lose, if Mercedes loses, put her in the world title picture, have her have a banger with Mariah May. Just mix it up. I think also the Sheeta match just kind of came out of nowhere.
It did.
Because that was also a very last minute match.
Yep.
That had little to no build. So that could also be part of the problem. I feel like the build to the Britt match, it was okay, but we didn't see Britt for like a ton of it. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's one of those like mysteries where like we got to try something new.